Realistically, you can start at a very young age. It's just the ability to have your awareness will come at around 8 years old. But you can start very, very early. And so you just want to be very careful with the joints. Your elbows and your knees are very So, I spoke a little of the Ashtanga Yoga, Ashtanga, the style of yoga. And so what happens with the Ashtanga Yoga is that it is a very active physical exercise. Okay, but that's not, my opinion is, that's not how to do it. And so Ashtanga was very interesting to me because it shows you where you are with the postures. However, when people get the injuries, yoga injuries, they come from that practice. And I also do healing and other types of things, and I see the Ashtangis, the people who practice Ashtanga, they have the elbow and the wrist and the knee, hip injuries.
Is there any particular reason why?
Yes, there is a reason. Is because the trick to yoga is awareness. Okay, so being fully aware in the moment is advanced yoga. Okay, simple postures with full awareness are advanced yoga. Okay, and so that's very critical. So I say that again, simple posture with full awareness is advanced yoga. You can do a very circus handstand, but if you're not fully aware into that pose, it is still not advanced yoga. So that is very critical to get your breath, your movements, your awareness, the living in the moment, and the awareness of your body. And so what happens is when you're pushing yourself to the limit, to these extremes, it's an extreme, and then you get an injury. And our joints are our knees and our wrists are very gentle. We need to be more gentle on them. And so just doing excessive exercising causes injuries. And it's very common, very common. So my opinion is to slow. That's why, again, the teacher is important so that they can keep you from overdoing, overextending. Alignment is very critical. When you're into a very deep posture, the alignment is very critical. And so and injuries do occur. And then people say, well, yoga causes injuries. Improper yoga causes injuries.
So to avoid the injury, like we have to know our limit and then full awareness.
Full awareness and realizing the difference in discomfort and pain. And so whenever I have advanced students and I take them to a level of discomfort, you only grow when you are in an area of uncomfortableness. That's where growth comes, when you are uncomfortable, when you push yourself to uncomfortable. Uncomfortable and pain are not the same. So very critical to learn what pain is compared to being uncomfortable.
Because some people out there might say like no pain, no gain. So
and there is something to be said for that. However, we learn that whenever you're on something that you shouldn't be on, and so I one of the things that I try to teach people is to be aware of where they are in their discomfort and pain, because the knees, the hips, the ankles, the elbows, the shoulders, the neck, those are all in the back. You need to know where you are and make sure that you don't feel sharp pains, nerve pains.
So maybe for starter people like me, so when the first time I try yoga, maybe I will feel a bit uncomfortable.
You should feel uncomfortable. You should feel like you've had some workout. Your muscles are stretched, your tendons and your ligaments are stretched. But it should be like a workout where you feel uncomfortable for one day, and then the workout uncomfortable where you're like, oh, I'm sore, but not, oh, I'm sore. learning the difference in something that's caused you pain. And usually it's repetitive injuries, and so I've seen a lot of repetitive motion where you've just flexed your wrist too many times, or too much weight bearing, overextending the knees, and so and you can learn the difference in how to get the ankles and the knees and the hips all together, because a tight hip will cause a knee injury as well as a tight ankle. And so learning to open up everything together helps you prevent those injuries.
Well, before you said that in India, right, in Himalayan mountains, so the people there doing yoga from the very young age.
Yes.
So is there a limitation when you can start?
Realistically, you can start at a very young age. It's just the ability to have your awareness will come at around 8 years old. But you can start very, very early, and so you just want to be very careful with the joints. Your elbows and your knees are very.
So isn't that like a 9-year-old kid?
Yeah, I think 8. I've seen that many of them will send their children at 8 years old into the ashrams, and so I've seen that several times, and so there must be something about that age. And so the 8-year-olds, they'll actually live in the ashram full time. Okay, so that is, why do we do yoga?
Yeah.
Why do we do yoga? So we do yoga for the benefits. Okay, and so some people do yoga so that their Facebook picture and their Instagram picture is nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a benefit. So, but that shouldn't be the goal, right? And so, and my yoga students, they're some of the most beautiful people, men and women. But it's a byproduct of the yoga, not the end goal. So, it just so happens that if you are calm and at peace, and you have the inner peace and the inner calmness, then the beauty comes out.
So like, the beauty itself is like a bonus.
It's the benefit.
Yeah.
And so what are the other benefits are? Okay, so let's back up. We had a discussion earlier off camera about vegetarianism. Okay, and so one of my gurus in Rajasthan, which is the desert area, because that I live in when I go to India, is he will not teach you. He will not teach you any class at all unless you are 56 days vegetarian, no meat. Okay. And so he does do eggs. In the city where he lives is a no alcohol, no meat, no eggs area. There are several. The Rishikesh, the main yoga areas are no alcohol, no meat, no eggs. Okay, and so that is interesting. Okay, and so he will not teach you yoga without having you be meat free. Okay, and so one of the things is whenever I did go without meat was I noticed my digestion got better, my health was better, my thinking was better, and so I can tell the difference.